Outer Orange.
I'm gonna look up FuzzyParadox, Fuzzy Reno, Fuzzinator, Docs of Fuzzy. Alright, I'll stop. I haven't looked at the results at all. Alright, let's take a look at what's going on, JP. Okay, we got block A. So this should be set to. I think we have some deck logs we can look at. So just, oh my god, that is so many different decks. It's like 1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1. There's so many. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like fighting against Varga. It's pretty annoying. But dude, why? I'm sure Nui's still up here. Braziel, Zorga, Ava, Varola. I'm actually really hyped for Ava. I'm actually considering rebuilding this deck again. I actually really like the new monster card. We're gonna look at block B. What block B looks like as well. Pretty similar, a little bit less Varga, even more opened up stuff, but yeah, basically just a bunch of decks. So yeah, but let's check out like what first, second, third, and fourth. We got Luard. Now question, because now I'm kind of curious. Is this with the restrictions or without? They got the OG, the classic. Oh yeah, they got a new card. What's this do? Forgot they got a new card. Let's see. When this unit is placed on Rigor Circle, paying the cost of the Soul Blast. Search your deck for a Cathedral and place it into your order zone. Shuffle your deck. When this unit is placed on Rigor Circle with the ability of the Cathedral, in your order zone, this unit gets +5 feature. Cathedral. What is this? Oh, this is the Cathedral. So it's just another order card, basically. And this one says, once return when a unit is attacked, choose one of your rear guards that is not being attacked, move it to the guard circle. Take the battle, it gets the effect when this unit is returned. Retire from guard circle instead. Bind it instead of retiring it. They got a Morphonica skill? They just get a Morphonica effect? Bro, I'm salty. There's an entire deck day to get dedicated to this, and Luar just has it. What does the market say about his budget level? Oh no, it's the new hostage builds. That's interesting. This is crazy to me. This is insane. Running the one of, bro. The freaking one of. Can you stride on her? No, you can't, right? You can't stride on her because you have to have the name. This is so wild. What is going on? The word best deck. I don't know what else to say. Anyway, I'm actually while we're here, I'm curious about the Ava deck. We're gonna check out the Ava one. We're gonna be here for a while. I just realized it. Okay, let's see what Ava's up to. Ava's running the monster. Ava's pretty standard, except this guy. Soul Blast to play. Choose one of your units being attacked, and for each that were in your order zone that is resting, get 10k power during that battle. That's pretty lit. I like that. Everything else is basically standard. We got the combat rushers, the boys. This is so wild to me, by the way. I've been seeing this, and I'm like, I get it. It's searchable through this one singular card. But holy crap. Like, I don't know, man. So basically this perfect guard, you have to like discard a card mandatorily. You don't have a choice if you want to use it. And that's what sucks about this card. But the bright side is if there's specific guard restricts, it does count for the guard restrict without having to discard, but you don't get the PG effect. So it's just weird. This list is based on the relatively unknown content creator called Cardfight. Not sure if you heard of it. No idea who that is. Who is that? Sorry, I'm moving my chat so I don't have to keep going this way to look at all. But that holy crap. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, he is the Ava stan. He plays a ton of Ava, so obviously, you know, he's gonna be the guy. I think it's Copa if they want to run it. I think I understand. Because because this is why I thought Archite was really good, because you directly get the PG. So honestly, like I said, it makes sense. But I've had too many of those games, man, where it came down to me having the PGs in hand, and I'm just sitting there crying because I have 3 cards in hand and it's PG something PG, and I'm like, bro, I can't use both of them, and it makes me sad. It's the only thing I don't like about it, but everything else is good because, like I said, the searchable stuff is crazy. I thought Archite was like insane when it dropped because I was like, oh my god, PG's to hand. PG's to hand. Like, that's nuts. So I vibe with it. I vibe with it. So we got Shiranui as the third option, which I can't... Can this deck just go away? Like, can someone just like... You know how, like, you know, remember this guy? Remember this dude? Remember Chaos Breaker Dragon? The evil guy? And he just, like, in the lore... just like come back to life, nuke Shiranui, go back to death, and then we just continue on with our day. Just someone in the lore just Throw that in there. Just yeah, Shiranui randomly dies because Chaos Breaker Dragon ruined his hopes and dreams, and then the world went back to normal, and no more Shiranui. Vargo, Varroa's interesting. Oh, that's right. Y'all get the little dude. Lechuga. It's Lechuga. Oh my god, I need this card. I need Lechuga in my life. I need the Lechuga. Bro. So Lechuga means lettuce in Spanish. It's one of the very few words that I know in Spanish. So anytime someone talks Spanish to me, I just say Lechuga. And they'll be like, blah, 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 Espanol, insert here. And I'll be like, that's crazy, Lechuga. And then they just stare at me. And it is the funniest interaction that I, to this day, because, okay, so little side story. Everyone, people always think I'm like some parts like Spanish or Hispanic or just something that like level. So I get approached a lot going, and they instantly start with Hablo Espanol, and I'm always like, bro, I don't know what you're saying. I speak Russian. So now I just say Lechuga. That's what I tell them. I just go Lechuga. And then they just go, they're just like, ¿por qué? They're so confused. And then I'm like, I don't speak Spanish. And that's basically how that happens. That is the interaction that I have with Spanish speaking individuals. I just tell them Lechuga. It's a great time. It's really interesting. So this is the card that people are gonna be seeking for, the one that basically grabs the new guy. So that's gonna be lit. And then this card is still really good. This is one of the best cards by far. Oh, we had a Youthberg make it through. This always cracks me up because this deck hasn't changed in like 3-4 sets now. It's the same freaking deck. I think there's like some minor cycler changes, but other than that, it's just Youthberg, bro. That's how I feel about Bastion. Oh my god, I need to see this list. But anyway, we got Shiranui, Leonord, Chaos. I love Chaos. Bro, we're going down the deep end of deck lists today. Today's the deep end. It's so pretty. Anyway, let's see what Chaos got. This is not the pay to win deck. They run the one of. They don't run the one of. That's crazy. The one of comic one. The pay to win deck, bro. Pay to win 1, 2, and 3. Right here. Oh, that's right. We're running the new Regalia's piece. Okay. I'm so glad people are back at running this at 4. I don't know why some people are dropping this card, and I was like, bro, this card just says decked in a bunch of cards. Like, you can't say no to that. Oh, these are so cute. Anyway, Blue for the finishers. Is this a new guy? Blah 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 blah. 2k power. Blah 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 blah. Banish this card. Choose one of your discarded cards and add to hand. When another card is discarded from your hand, entry box 3, banish this card. You can banish it from drop. I think it just says. I think it just means. But bro, you just bind it and then you add. That's pretty lit. That's pretty lit, actually. I like that. That's spicy. That's spicy. I like this. I like that. Bro, this card's nasty. And then obviously this is the Searcher, and then we have that. This guy's been pretty good. He's just like one of the older cards, but he's not super old. He's a set 11 card, but he's a good. And then we're in the Cycler, obviously, and like awesome stuff. Okay. I'm assuming the deck plays the same. You just have better options now, because realistically, all the deck is just call big board swing, big board restand, Vanguard half. And you just basically do that over and over again, and then they usually die on your Persona turn. That's the ideal goal, is that you just kill them on Persona. You just go, and then, oh yeah, on top of that, you go, I decked in some cards. And then I'm gonna kill you. And the only downside of this deck is there's no direct, and I mean direct, like into the deck search for Makani. And that's the only reason why this deck can't stay on the top. If this deck had a direct searcher, chef's kiss. This deck would be insane. The Makani, just the deck, there's games you just brick where you don't see this. And the minute you don't see this deck just hard loses. Otherwise, deck's good. Let's see. Let's check out Estrella. Alright. I'm actually really hyped for this deck. It's been getting a lot more, like, results recently. It's thanks to this bitch. Card's just good. It's a direct search. That's what's good about this card. The second part just says directly search for a critical or an Estrella card. I read that card, I was like, and the first effect is good too. Counterblast top 3. I believe 1 to soul, 1 to drop, 1 to board, or 1 to soul, 1 to drop, 1 to hit. But also really good effect. So yeah, really good cards. And this is basically the end result. And I get who are, bro. Shiranui, bro. What? These decks got slapped, man, and they're still up here, bro. Get out of here. I'm not gonna lie. I say this now, but it's gonna be just like this when Night Rose and Harry drop. Make the same thing over again. This deck, I haven't tested it, So I don't, you know, I'm not like, I'm speaking off of just like speculation here. I think this deck's like obnoxious now. Like I read the restand card and I was like, bro, this deck kind of popping off. I will say one thing I'm not a really big fan of is Raziel. I know a lot of people like playing the deck. I don't like playing it. I don't mind playing into it though, because I actually don't think it's that bad. This deck feels kind of weird. I don't know, it's weird. It just feels weird. I don't know if I like it or hate it, but it's been performing well, so that's always good. Anyway, we got some Chernobyl Lord Varga here. This sounds like chaos to fight into. And then we have, speaking of chaos, we have Chaos, Chernobyl, and Mygo. Mygo's still performing. I think Mygo is still gonna be really good for a while, which is the good part because it's really cheap. So we got the global with BC set 1 legal here. Oh my god, you wrote it in Japanese. Look at you, Fuzzy. Writing it in the Japanese. Are you doing it for all of them? Oh my god, you are. Holy crap. Anyway, this is Belgium D and Tri. This one. We got Tri format. Leopold in first place. Let's go. So we're vibing. Anyway, so this is Tri format, so we have V premium and B, D, and premium is the order. So Leopold taking V for first place, Chernobyl for first place in D. Surprise, surprise. And then we have this is Narukami, and then we have Purigate Morphonica. Morphonica is such a good deck. It's a little less consistent than Mygo, but it's a good deck. And then we have Chernobyl. And then we have Purigate, Chernobyl, Katrina in third, and we have Purigate, Luard, and Steamains in fourth. I'm not gonna lie, honestly, all this is pretty good. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, I would say it's not copium or anything. It's good cards. Good decks, good cards, good everything. People might consider Morphonica not very strong. I think Morphonica is like insane, especially if they hit everything. It's kind of weird because Mygo sometimes has like a weird hand issue. Morphonica, surprisingly enough, doesn't really see that many orders in hand, so your hand doesn't feel so cluttered, but it's a little harder to set up board. Once you have it set up, you're fine. Like once you get there, because you can revive your cards over and over again, but it's just getting to the cards. You just have to find basically all of them, and then you're fine. And we have Belgium Standard, and there's a lot more Morphonica here, surprisingly enough. But then we have Morphonica, Chernobyl, Luard in first. We have Chernobyl, Morphonica, Raziel in second. We have Raziel, Zorga, and Charmelt in third, and we have Varga, Raziel, and Chernobyl in fourth. Very interesting. I think this is a very strong team, actually. Like, I've always talked about this, but the third slot can be kind of whatever you want as long as you have the Chernobyl Luard on your side. But still, this, like I said, this deck can deal with it can deal with Chernobyl pretty well because it has like the board resist and everything. So I think this is like it's a good option to put in, especially if you have a fear of seeing Chernobyl. It's like the lineup. You think it's the lineup? I think either this or might go in this, or at least for this specific event. Of course, it's gonna change once you get to mindset. I think for this event, yeah, I think this is a very strong lineup. Especially, like I said, this deck I think answers Chernobyl in some ways better than Prism does. Like, if I had to pick between the two, I'd probably pick Morphonica over Prism, because a lot of people are like, oh, Prism answers it. I don't know. Prism also, like, loses to Luard, so I'm just kind of like, you know? I don't know. Mini Angel ladder. They have Revival, like, very consistent Revival, by the way. They have Guard Restrict, double Vanguard Swing, and they have a thing that just says, hey, I don't take this hit, it's going to go to this rear guard. And that effect is insane, because if your opponent checks OT, you're basically safe. You have a secondary PG on the board as long as they can't find a way to wipe the full board. So yeah, it's really, usually they can't because you'll have the resist card active. But yeah, Morphonica is good. Like I said, it's just a little slow early on. I think the build up to grade 3 can be a little rough. Like where Mygo just kind of draws a ton of cards. This deck doesn't really draw, just filters. Because on grade 2, you'll usually filter out orders, and then you'll get some cards from drop back to hand. You're kind of more moving cards around, and then you kind of start building hand because eventually you just start reviving. So yeah, really good, really good. I really like this deck. I value it. But yeah, awesome. Congrats to everyone. Let's move over to Malaysia. We got Tri format. Has a lot of Gurgit. That is I think that's the most Gurgit we've seen. Happened to me, they hit blue to you all to rear. I went redirect. Yeah, you just go like, oh, that's crazy. Anyway, discard a card. Now it's attacking this grade 2 right here that I'm gonna bring back next turn. Have a nice day. Yeah, it's really awesome. I really like Morphonica. It's probably gonna be the deck I'm gonna be on for the next couple weeks. I was gonna take it to Showdown, and I was kind of like, I kind of watch how my go first. I went for the My Go package. But yeah, this is a lot of Gurgit. But we have Gurgit, Luard, Chernobyl, Gurgit, Luard, Katrina, Gurgit, Luard, Chernobyl again, and on Chernobyl Revere. Hello? Oh, these are the same. It's the same team. Holy crap. I'm not gonna lie, this makes sense to me. I'm gonna be honest. This is the team to take, I feel like. I feel like if you're really wanting to win and you just don't care about anything else and you just don't know what else to take, this is the ideal tri-format team. You just can't go wrong. Actually, this is my tri-format team, now that I think about it. But you can't go wrong with this. This or Ange. Ange in this slot, I think is really good too. I think Ange being the V premium one is also not bad. I think either way, you'll be fine. Like this team is just really strong. You have the best deck in the format. Honestly, Luard's also really good in D, so this is like the second, depending how you play. And then Cresnui is just disgusting. Yeah, Cresnui is so gross. Like it's so gross. Very, very, very aggressive. It does a lot. It does a lot in one deck now. You can play around it, but it is hard. You have to play a really good deck to play around it. Really cool. I am curious to see what this review list is looking like, so I'm gonna do a little peek-see, a little peek-see on this list. We're gonna go peek at it. See what's going on over here. Oh lord. Oh, we'll eventually find it. There we go. Let's see if it's the high roll list or the regular version. Put it wrong. 1PA4N. What the heck did I put? 1PA4N. 1P. Sure, it's what I. Oh, right. I'm stupid. That's why. I'm just a silly goose. Oopsie. Whoopsie daisy. I can't copy. It's fine. I'm like, man, why is that not working? Oopsie. Okay, let's take a look. This is the high roll variant because it's running the purge. So this is definitely, they went for the high roll purge, which is fine. The high roll purge works too. You're basically reliant on drawing into this and just going looping through your Riviers, which is your starter cards. You basically loop through those and then you just go wild, you draw a ton of cards, and then go hi. I went first, so now I'm grade 2, and then now it's super first, now I'm in stride, and your opponent just cries themselves to sleep as you Loris them and then go into Rivier. It's pretty aggressive if you hit all the pieces. This deck gets kind of out of control. The minute you brick though, this deck gets very weird. But hey, just high roll. High roll and you'll win the game. It's fine. It's just that simple. So that's tri format. Let's see what's going on over D. A little bit more might go on this end. So we have the dragons and the swordman. We have the Shirnui, Varga, Raziel, Luard, Shirnui, Mygo, Shirnui, Luard, Mygo, Luard, Shirnui, Raziel. Holy crap. For the dog, I think Luard was really good. And it's kind of funny because people thought it was not going to be so good and ended up being pretty good. But the dog is legal and it just definitely puts it up. This card is insane. This card's nuts. By the way, some people have been misplaying this card. Someone told me about this the other day and I didn't even realize that was the thing. When it boosts, you have to have more rear guards than your opponent. Or you have to play in order for the full effect. At the end of battle, retire this, blah, blah. I didn't know that. I found that out recently. I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. So if you just call like a full board, okay, say you have like a back row or something, this is offline sometimes, especially if they try to do it this early on. This effect won't turn on. That's Malaysia. So we're back here. We got more Gurgit, Luard, Night Rose, Gurgit, Shirnui, and Fedora. Holy crap, I forgot her name for a second. Hamsky. It's been interesting. There's been a lot more Hamsky results recently. I don't know what's been nothing's really changed in Hamsky, but it has been showing up more. Then we have Varga and Asue. Is that Asue? Since Hamsky high roll is pretty fast. I think it's issues that it has sometimes it just has no hand. But yeah, it is pretty fast. I think this is what I like to call like the high roll of Leopold, because you can go like Leopold where you have the consistency but you lose out on like the pressure, but you have a hand, or you go Hamsky where you lose the hand but you have the pressure, like bigger pressure. So because this deck just goes crazy with those Excel markers. So, oh my god, we have a Highlander, a little innocent Highlander over here. But I'm curious. I think this is Yasue. This is old Yasue, so this is interesting to see. God, his fingernails are so long. Gurgit, Shirnui, and Highlander for our last pick. So now we're on the D side of things with Mygo. And we have Varga, Shirnui, understandable. Raziel, Luard, Shirnui, also understandable. Mygo, Shirnui, Luard, yeah. Shirnui, Raziel, Mygo. I swear, I'm like reading the same freaking names over and over again. That's crazy. But yeah, this is very try-hard, sweaty stuff here. All very, very strong team. No one wanted to cope, man. No one whipped out the Pacifica here. No one wanted her. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate y'all for sticking around. Hope you guys had a great time. All right, we're gonna hit it up. Goodbye. Dude, you should see the hot dogs. The hot dogs are $10 at the one singular weenie. One weenie with a terrible bun on it is $10 here. $10. Yes, you heard me. 10 buckaroonies for that. 10 whole bucks. Not even with the mustard on it. You just get it how it is. Like, bro, it's so expensive. One of my friends is diabetic, and he like had to eat, so he bought one of these, and I was like, because they don't show you the prices on the menu, and then he was like, hot dog please, and they're like, blah blah blah, yada yada yada, made the hot dog, they bring it up to him, they're like, yeah, that'll be $10.96, and he was like, I was on the side like going, huh? Why is that $10? It's literally a weenie and a bun.